I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war, you don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time, I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest. You're mine. No one, nobody, and all it's taking all this time. You're mine.
Tell me you love me, but no one above me, even when it's ugly and money get low. Trust me, even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve it is. Miss me, I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing the shade. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment, I could provide you with just like a writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Come.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest. You're mine. No one, nobody, and all it's taking all this time. You're mine.
I had a dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no ceiling like. You can't stop this. You can't stop this.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. Four quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10.
Line up. Here we go. Go. All right.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Shotgun snap to Fields. Trying for the deep ball. Has it down close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 6-0 lead right away. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue. Hey, check mega.
Abani Yada gets it going right. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Putting the tight end in motion.
60 Rams. Ready.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
On the double.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Let's go. Ready.
There's a dive up the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He's giving him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Setting up to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Working quickly here.
First down, Eagles.
Working on first down. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10.
Set, hut, check, pin, 33. Yep, ready.
Amani Kanda now up the middle. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Ready, ready. 50, great.
Now they send their back in motion right. Quick pass, right side, complete. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And it looks like that'll be Rams football. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Kate, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
Throwing on first down, Fields. Short pass brought in. Has some daylight through the 40. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Hey, Ted.
Out of the shotgun, Fields completes this one to Kraft. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Easy.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Angel.
Fields out of the gun. This one taken in by Kraft. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Offense showing trips out wide as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22.
Rolling from the gun here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one. So that brings up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Slot man's in motion right.
Cam cycle. Go.
They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw it here on 1st. Got a screen to the running back. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go. Cut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ty Felton, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it.
60 red. 60 red. Go.
He sent a man in motion.
Cut. Blue striker. Cut.
They're going for this. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. So 20 yards on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Back-to-back carries here. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken, tuck. No mas, no mas. EQ. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. Check.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Defender gets a hand in there. This is incomplete. 2nd and goal coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
19 windy. Here we go.
Now it's Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
You got a mini base, west side zip. Hey, can. Right.
On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. So a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got 4th and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these old linemen run off the sidelines, big fellas. They're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir.
Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can still come away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive pace they've set for themselves.
Fielded at the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. 17-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment.
On the set.
Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll be hoping for a lengthy drive here with where they're starting out. On 1st down, they'll run. Has good room at the 35. Through the 45. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. That'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Set, go.
Throwing off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
38. Check pitch.
Man in motion here.
Black ultra.
Throw here, 3rd down. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Eagles start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. Brown adds the PAT. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10.
17. Eagles 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. He'll head out of bounds on the return.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Play action, Fields. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So second down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10.
Here we go.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 16-point ball game. Beats Texas on the extra point. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead.
Eagles 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Here we go. Black, 95. Go red. You, yellow. Tag.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Ready, break.
Second and 3 now.
Check you. Ready?
Now a give running right. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
40-yard line. A gain of 5.
Check smash.
First down, Eagles.
Going to the ground again on first. He dodged the tackle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Escapes the defender. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he set out. First down from the 42.
Red, yellow. Dog red. Check.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Going deep here for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone and just can't finish the play.
That's a risk of putting up a jump ball in the end zone. Some of these defenders in this day and age can go up and get it with the best of the receivers. It's one they got away with. Should have been a pick and, frankly, a touchback.
Fight, 97. Yellow.
He's got a man in motion.
6, Mega. Green Jack. Ready.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Pass is caught at the 9. Offense in a hurry up here.
To number 17. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Forced out to his right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Brown now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10.
Eagles 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Calvin Austin on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
The Eagles go dime for this 3rd down call.
Here we go. 319, just what? Delta. Out. No mas. Hey, can. Angel. Hey,
Now Fields pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Incomplete.
The Rams are set to punt. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on, 38. Let's go now. 60 red. Hey, hold check.
Right up the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Set, ready.
Motioning left is their running back.
Ready.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Completed over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
No, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third and long for him here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. The Rams playing themselves to a lead here at SoFi. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Fields sneaking it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Jake, that fits under the umbrella of some coaches just don't want to mess around. That's about as conservative as it gets. Instead of taking some shots, which you could do in 2nd and short, they decide to just move those chains.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10.
Here, out, let's go. 319, right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And no gain after the catch, but the gain still out across midfield. There to the 45. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
45-yard line.
551, 12 go. Hey, Can.
Fields out of the gun. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense is set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. 2nd down now, they need 7.
Here we go.
Another carry for him. And he's not going to get the 1st. He needed real close, though. Didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Hey, Can. Here we go. 319, get up. Hey, Can. Easy. Right.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dump off, caught by his back. Wow, and they're actually going to lose some yardage here as they fail to convert. Now they're facing 4th down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. He hit his 1st one. His 2nd one's coming from inside of 40.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Shoots away from 1. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops.
On the double.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. Yellow. Go. Red. 38. Left. Red. Steel. Black. Ready.
Now throw to start the drive. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 10 flat. 22 meter. Watch the back. Let's go.
He's going to throw it. All in left side. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Set, hut. Hey, blue. 52 blue. Blue striker. Red, yellow. Blaster, six. Set.
Sticking to the air here. He lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
White, six, mega, Beetle blue, 33, yellow, 10.
Back to throw it. Connecting on the slant. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. So we're through two quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Red, 38. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. To the air now on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Come on, set. Blue, yellow, 22. Black Ultra. Smash, red. Ready?
Still sticking with the passing game. That's completed right side. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Brown able to tack on the point after. And the Eagles get it back to within 6.
Eagles 21.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Austin on the return. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Hey, Ken. No. 319, can I do that? That.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Rams who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, son. 11. Chip, right.
Here's Fields to throw. Chased out to his right. Catch made right side by Nakua. Still going inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams go up by 12. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Nelson. Right.
Fields looking to throw this. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story. And right now, that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. First down now, ball at the 33.
Set, hut.
Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it, right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one ran in a ton of yards. Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
Ready, go. Black 40, ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They'll run here on 1st down. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard shot. It's 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, up, let's go. All right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were.
And he will have a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams make it a 3-possession game. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Rams go up by 19. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
Okay.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Gets him on the end route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Rams are tackled on the return after taking the interception back to the 25.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams parlay the interception into points. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams continue piling on to this lead.
47, Eagles 21.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. offense, emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Into traffic, complete! And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
62. Come on. Slide through. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Back to throw now. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Back to throw. Completed to his running back. On the move, past the 40. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
They're going to try and throw it here. Finds his back complete. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Ready.
From the red zone now. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That is Lewis Cine. Has room down the left sideline. Hits the 20. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick six. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yet no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick six. Wow.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return coming from the 6. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Back to work they go after the interception. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Got his man. Watkins has it. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Eagles football, and they trail. Need to fight to keep their postseason going. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throwing to the back of the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Let's go now. Set.
They are throwing it again. We've got a screen to the running back. He finds space into the red zone. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Rams make the recovery. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Delta, here we go. Turbo, hey, King, out, let's go. All right.
Fields out of the gun. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Throwing again on second down. Fields buys time, rolling right. Moving right. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check down outlet on short throws.
And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further.
3rd and goal.
He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Rams keep running away with this. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Going after up and good for Bates. And the Rams grow their lead yet again.
Eagles 28.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this defense finally set enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Another throw here on second down. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
52 blue, red, yellow. Hut.
Throwing from the gun here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
10 black, claws red. Switch, yellow, set.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Rams take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
Rams take over first and 10.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
And he put everything he's got behind it. Brought in inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams continue adding on to that lead.
68, Eagles 28.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Down. Yellow, 22. Ready?
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
Here we go. 60 ready.
Here's the backup. First throw. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
First down, Philadelphia.
To the air, Lance. Rolling left, buying some time. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. Making the call himself. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Drop pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop in. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 3 yards. It's 2nd down and...
Here's Lance. Escapes the pocket. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the 1st down.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Chased out to his right.
Tremendous play by the defense. I mean, just spectacular to corral him behind the line. It could be tough to track these guys down today when they decide to scramble. So many good runners, but it was good pursuit to stay on them the entire way.
Let's move. Go. 45. White.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Eagles just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
Ready? Drill green. Blue 32. Ready?
Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
First call here coming from the shotgun. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up 4th down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Green 19, can I see that? All right.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It's his running back.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Blue 58, blue 58,